from I in innumerable range, blah. So we'll say from J in innumerable who dot range 0 to select I plus J. Right? Q dot for each. It hates me right now. And I'll explain why. What this query should be doing is printing all the numbers from 0 to 10. Right, so we're trying to take, for each value between 0 and 10, for each even value between 0 and 10, I'm going to start another range that starts at 0, goes up to 1, and then completes. So if I take every even number, and then I first add 0 to it, and then after that I add 1 to it, I'm going to fill in the blanks. I'm going to create my odd numbers again, and I should be able to print 0 to 10 on the screen. But the compiler hates me right now, and there's a reason for that. There's another method, another standard query operator, which I've yet to implement, and this one's called select many, and it's very powerful. I'll show you exactly why that is a little later. It's also quite hairy, so I'm not going to bother typing it. It might be the rest of my talk. So I'll just drop it in here. Clearly, I have a slightly different version in my notes. Didn't use the same names exactly. Apparently I have an error with this value and bang. Okay, let's see. Hey, gone blue. And now we're working again. How are we doing in time? We've been an hour. Oh my goodness. No, we didn't start at
No.
half past.
Yeah, for the minute.
Good. I will speed up. So just to quickly look at this, it may well make your eyes bleed. In fact, it will make your eyes bleed. But the way to read the name of the operator select many is that it's shorthand for every single value in the first sequence, create me a sequence and return each of those values from the secondary sequence, and then rinse and repeat. So then you take the second value from the outer sequence, create another new sequence, and return all of those values. So in a way, we're saying from one sequence, create many sequences, but stitch them all together and make them look like one. Okay? I'll probably explain that terribly badly. But you can see this actually in action right here. So source is the original sequence. This is the even numbers from enumerable.range after having been passed through our filter. And then we have a bunch of stuff. And then we say, okay, do I need to take a new value from that outer sequence? If yes, get me that value. If we've completed, right? Else, you run a factory over that value you've just got to derive another sequence. And then you start stepping over that secondary sequence until that completes. Then you go back to the other guy and say, give me the next value. And if he gives you a value, you create another sequence and you turn everything from that. And on and on and on. Right? Do you get that? If I explained it well enough? I hope so. Anyway.
But you have to use it. Yeah,
anyway, without select many, you are nothing. Trust me. Because a lot of this stuff comes back to a big topic called monads, which we won't go into now. But you could say that query comprehensions are language level supports. Is a language level support for monadic comprehensions, in fact. And select many, for those of you that are nodding, know this already. Select many is kind of a bind. And when I said it was very powerful, let me show you for why. So where was ugly, right? Where took a while. It wasn't nice. So how about if we do this instead? Let's say, let's just go return source select many, right? Oh, we've got a value. Let's call it D. Does D pass the predicate? If so, we probably want to return it. And if it doesn't, too bad, it's just empty. Now why is this guy hating me so much? Where 2 is defined. Where am I? That'll be why. Just put the 2 wheres side by side. Yes, okay. So this function gives you the value from the outer and the value from the inner. So we want to say don't care and int and select me the int. And in fact, let's just prove that guy works. So that's the same thing with the new improved where. So that's just a little note to you guys about the power of bind. When you do get to look into monads, if you haven't already, that's the one to look out for. That is, in fact, the end of part 1. You'd be glad to know.